What's up, everyone? Welcome to another Shake and Bake session on the Talladega Nights channel. Today is day 3 on my journey to 1220 ELO on chess.com and rapid time control. Day 2 was an absolute wacky day of games. I ended up playing 3, I won 2 and drew the other, which brought my ELO up to a new highest rating of 1121. But the game that I drawed, I actually probably should have won the most out of all of them. So just an absolute wacky day of games. So I think what I want to do today for day 3 is play a 15-minute game with 10-second increments. That way I can really think about the moves and the positions that are on the board and not have to worry about potentially getting flagged or just trying to speed run the game. With that being said, let's just go ahead and get straight to it. Drivers, fire up those engines and let's get this thing rolling. Green flags in the air. Who's going to be taking the lead today in a game of chess? I've got the white pieces. And I think I'm going to play the London system once again. It's been pretty good to me so far. Today I am playing Ruslan the second, Ruslan the second. Doesn't want us to know where he's from. Ruslan is an 1121 and has been a member since March 23. Let's go ahead and bring the bishop out. And this is exactly so we're literally both 1121. So this is as even as it gets. If I win, I jump 8 points on my ELO. If I draw, it's nothing, and if I lose 8. Okay. Let's go ahead and push up on the pawn. I think this is exactly how I wanted the game started in day 2. Okay, so we didn't get that. I'll go ahead and slide back because I don't want him to develop his queen. I would rather him retake and me recapture with that. Okay, probably wants to come here. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and probably bring the knight here. I think that's a good idea. Okay, so he does trade. Definitely much slower pace than the 10-minute games we were seeing in day 2. Yeah, this is a very even matchup here. Alright, the opponent's already bringing the queen out. Not entirely sure what for. Maybe he wants to come here. I think I'm going to go ahead and play c3 just so I can bring my queen out if I have to. Okay, castles. Let's go ahead and develop our other knight. Alright, so we've got the exact same knight set up. But the main difference though is this actually blocks in his bishop, whereas my bishop can come out, which I'm going to put the bishop on d3 right now. I have no clue what that move does. I feel like that's a mistake. How do I take advantage of this? Oh, I know what that move does. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't even paying attention. I had 2 attackers right there. So that's actually a decent move, even though that might have been better. So he defended a threat that I didn't even know I had. That's funny. All right. So what do I want to play next? I guess technically I could come here. That same idea, even though he's got 2 defenders. I actually think I'm gonna want to castle this way this game because I like. I'm gonna try and put a lot of pressure on the opponent's king. So how do I do that? think it does start by moving this knight, though. I really do think it does. Because I don't, you know, I mean, if he tries to kick it, it's just going to get captured by the rook. So let's go ahead and do it real quick so I can maybe potentially bring my queen out as well to this side over here. I'm not going to retake because that would just open up this for his queen. I'm really liking the idea of pushing this up so I can bring either this queen or this rook over here to double stack and put tons of pressure on the king. Let's just do it. Honestly, it'll probably be considered an inaccuracy, but I don't care because I've got some tactics in mind for the future. Okay. Not really worried about that right now. Let's go ahead and just slide back one. Yeah, that should be fine. I just gotta be, if he moves this knight, I gotta be careful of this check. But okay, let's calculate real quick. If I go here, he's probably gonna move this somewhere. I actually think I need to push this up first and get rid of this pawn. Because if I push up, it's also defending this square for the knight, so the knight can't go there, and it would also be defending the square from the bishop. So let's do that real quick with the, and if he trades, I'll take back. Okay, let's go ahead and try doing this double stack idea because I'm not worried about that at all just yet. Let's do it. Gotta take back. I'll still pre-move a take here, even though I doubt he will, just because it would actually be helping my pawn structure, because it would be eliminating my double stacked pawns and just putting. Okay, so that's actually not a. I mean, I can instantly just bounce it. I'm sure he wants to come here with a check. I can then slide over. So let's see, if I come there, check, I slide, where can he put the knight from here? Probably just here, which I think that's okay. So let's do that. Oh, I completely missed that. Wow. Yeah, wow, that was terrible. I completely didn't see that unpinned that knight there. Now granted, I can recapture his knight, but still. I gotta be very careful here now. Now all of a sudden his queen's got a lot closer to my king. But I do think I'm gonna have to. I wasn't expecting that. I gotta take, right? Yeah. Okay. I should be winning a pawn over here, right? If I take, he takes, I take. It's attacking the queen, so he might take back, but then I take. I think that's a good trade for me. I just need to make sure there's no... If I take, I guess he could check. My king really won't have too many squares to go to. I think that would be okay. Let's just do it. Hopefully this isn't threatening my king's safety here. Yeah, I missed that check, yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow, I could have lost my queen there. Come on, Brent. I have to block with the knight. And now I'm gonna lose. Now I'm gonna lose something. I'm gonna lose something fast. Yeah, I knew it. If I take, takes. What's better, just to lose the knight or to... No, I feel like I have to take that pawn, because also if and when I do come over here, that would remove this defender. So I'm gonna have to do that, I think. Unless there's a check I'm not seeing. I mean, I do see this check, but it really doesn't accomplish much. Not yet, at least. Maybe if I just slide here, he takes with a check, I take. Now all of a sudden, this has to move for me to deliver a checkmate over here, but... Oh man. I misplayed this for sure. Pushing that king up was definitely not a good idea. How do I save this? I really think I do have to take the pawn, because then he comes here. I mean, if I come here, then I can't go there because it would be a fork. All right, let's just take the pawn real quick and then figure out the next move. I've got to unpin this knight, man. I mean, I could give a check and win this pawn, but I'm just getting, I'm so close to getting checkmated over here, I can just feel it. Because let's say I do that, check, I take, he's gonna check, and if I slide here, I guess everything's defended at the moment. I guess, even though, I mean, that, I mean, it's looking, no, I don't think he, all right, I gotta give this check. I didn't expect that. I think that's at least good for the time being. So now that rook is pinned. Now I really gotta unpin this. What is the best move? Is it just sliding it back one? I think it is. I don't see any checks. Oh, that would be a check actually. Is this the move now? Because he'll check. But then I can slide here. I've got to move this, man. I've got to move this king. I'm sure this is an inaccuracy, but I've got to do it. Because I can just move it back here if he comes here with a check. Or if he moves his queen, because now the knight's unpinned, so if he moves the queen, maybe possibly I can bring the knight here to add an extra attacker to the rook. I'm down 2 points of material, and my king is just floating around. Okay, so does take the knight. I mean, I have to recapture, right, with the pawn. Yeah. I'm thinking of bringing this over here to come up here, maybe. I mean, he's definitely going to move the knight. Okay, let's bring this rook over here. If I block that way, he'll take. So I think I've got to slide here to protect this pawn. Thank goodness his rook is still pinned. It didn't even matter though, because even though it's pinned, I still can't do anything about it. That's sad. Yeah. Probably comes back here, right? Or just goes there. I mean, I'm just going to be getting checked relentlessly here. I'm probably going to lose this game. I'd be surprised if I can come back. The opponent's playing a lot of good moves. And I'm just playing poorly. Yeah, I don't honestly. Do I have to sack my queen here? Is that something I'm gonna have to do? Is that checkmate, or is that potential checkmate? Oh, he can't. He still can't because it's pinned. Actually, he can't bring that down just yet. Oh wait, this might be a breakthrough actually. He can't, I think he forgot it was pinned. Yeah. I think he forgot that rook was pinned. I've got to dig deep here and try and find the way out. So he unpins it, so okay. Definitely gotta trade first. Maybe I should bring this over here. I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, because then I can slide here. Granted, he could. No, there's no checks with the knight. Never mind. I have not played well this game. My accuracy is not going to be good. I'm just hanging on by a thread here. Is he going to trade down, do a big trade down, and not leave me with any major pieces? He might. If I go there, there's no checks from the knight that I see, so let's go there. I think he's just going to do a trade down of the rooks and queen, and then I mean these pawns would be breaking down real fast. I would have to somehow pray I can push up. just in the same situation we were just in. Actually, no, we're not. This isn't good. The opponent's carving me up here, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm getting carved up. I'm getting absolutely destroyed here. I guess I gotta go there. This is big, a big threat now. Does he have a checkmate sequence here? I think he does. I mean, this game's lost because I mean even if I ended up trading the queens or something, I mean, it's gonna take a massive blunder for me to win this game. I mean, is he thinking he's gonna win that? Because I can just take. And I would still be down 3 points of material. Alright. Finally not in check for once. Do I give a check? I don't know. I guess I gotta try it though. I really got nothing else. Maybe I can pin his queen and do a trade, but I mean, it's not looking good. Did I just win the knight? No, because he's gonna block with his queen again. Is there a way for me to perpetually draw this game with queen checks? Is there a way? Because he's probably going to come here, right? I can check there. I don't know, but I've got to just deliver checks like crazy, to be honest. I think that's my only chance. Or no, he does it like that. Let's just give a check. Well, if I give a check, he'll definitely block. And that's actually blocking with a check. Ooh. Maybe I think I need to check this way. I just gotta keep giving checks. Check. Am I running out of time here? Or not time, but am I running out of weight? Oh, whoa, whoa. That's a blunder. That's a blunder. Am I back in the game? Oh my goodness. Now hold on. I mean, I'm still down 2 pawns, but now this should make the perpetual check thing a whole lot easier, I think. Perhaps. Oh, that's actually a good move. That's actually a really good move, because now I don't have anywhere I can check where I don't lose the queen. That's actually a great move, because I can't check here or here. Alright, so I guess I just gotta start attacking some pawns. Wow, I can't believe the turn of this game. What's the best place to put my queen here? Is it here? I can't tell. Maybe here. Let's try there. Now here comes the checks from his queen. If he pushes up, I check and win that pawn. But then if he pushes up, he's just closer to promoting that pawn. So this is gonna get. I gotta be able to stop these 2 pawns. I really think I need to capture these 2 before these 2. Slide back. Is there a way for me to draw this game still? I mean, he definitely left the door open when he blundered that knight. He's going to take this. So I got to protect, even though I really don't want to put my king on the edge of the board. I got to protect. I mean, I only have 4 pieces, so I mean, I got to protect my pieces if I can. Is this just going to be an endless game of chess? Oh, dang. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I should actually probably block this way so I can at least get my king 1 spot closer. Yeah, that sucks. This isn't good. I don't think there's any way for me to stop it. Man, dang it, man. He carved me up with that. Smart. Yeah, this game's over. As soon as I lost the queen, it was over. That's my only move. And then he slides there. And it's game over. Yeah. Game over. GG. Yep. He definitely was trying to let me back in, but that skewer, man, the skewer of the queen, I had to try and avoid that, and I couldn't avoid it, and that's what ended up losing me the game. I think it was going to end up being even once he blundered that knight. But either way, I take an L, and I'm back down to 1113. So let's just go ahead and do the game review real quick. I don't think I'm going to have a very good accuracy. 78%. It's actually higher than I thought. And I actually didn't blunder anything, and neither did the opponent. But the opponent just played better moves. I had 7 inaccuracies and 3 mistakes. Those definitely hurt. So let's go ahead and see where and how if I could have salvaged this game. I once again had the white pieces, and I played the London system. These are all the book moves. And I know, I have a feeling, okay, so that's actually an inaccuracy. It wanted me to push up my double stacked pawn. That's good. Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah. I got so carried away. I gotta stop getting carried away of trying to like plan attacks when it actually, the moves that I'm making is actually just hurting my defenses. So yeah, that was a bad play. That's also a mistake, and that's a miss. They wanted him to bring the knight there. Let's just actually show that real quick. That wouldn't have happened in this game. I can promise you that. None of that would have happened. But that was the best computer position. Oops, sorry. Let's go back to where we were. Instead, I pushed up, yeah, trying to double stack, and I mean, it's just a terrible idea. That's a mistake. Inaccuracy. It wanted me to take that pawn. Why did it want me to take that pawn? Why isn't it recapture? Why didn't it recapture? Why is it not recapturing right there? No. Why does it not recapture with that the first time? I don't understand that. Why does it not recapture right away? That's the best move. See, that's what I don't understand sometimes these computer like follow-ups or whatever, because that doesn't make any sense to me. Because it literally just said that's the best move if you do that. So what? Like, that doesn't make sense. Either way, this is the position we played. Yeah, that was a great move, yeah. And I had to block with the knight. So so sliding the king was actually the best move, just to unpin the knight instead of retaking the pawn. But it was good to retake the pawn. That was the best move to give a check. That was an inaccuracy for him. But still, he has a huge advantage. That was an inaccuracy. It wanted me to bring the rook here. I gotta show the follow-up thing. Okay, wow, yeah. Pretty bad. I lost more pawns here, which that actually really hurt me, losing those pawns. But at some point, he's gonna blunder his knight, and it definitely let me back in the game. How much it let me back in the game, I'm not sure. But it definitely let me back in the game. So it was actually, it went from minus 5.5 to 3.56 after that. And that was actually the best move to put the queen there. But yeah, man, when I put the king on the white square, it allows me to, it allows him, no, it was that one, yeah, that was the one. I should have just put it there. I gotta pay more attention to that. I played way too fast, and I wasn't thinking that he could force a queen trade. Even though, I mean, either way, it's still gonna be hard for me to to at least draw this game. But once my queen is off the board, it's impossible, right? I mean, isn't it basically impossible here? Yeah, there's nothing I would have been able to do. So yeah, so I ended up taking an L. I think it's the first L, or it is the first L on this journey to 1220 elo, but that's okay. I knew I wasn't going to win them all, but I would have liked to play a little bit better considering this was a 15-minute game, and I feel like the 10-minute games I played in day 2, I don't know if I was necessarily playing better, but I mean, the results showed it. So I'll get back to the drawing board for day 4, and I'll make sure to come back better and stronger. That'll wrap it up for day 3. I hope you enjoyed the game that I played. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a win and achieve a new highest elo in Rapid, but that's just how it goes sometimes. So thank you for tuning in. Y'all make sure to be out on the lookout for day 4. And remember, if you ain't first, you're last.